Okay, let's see what we'll be doing today. Okay. So I will share my screen. And the topics. Can you see topic scheduled?
Yes, GED's math topic.
Topic schedule, right. We'll be doing the fraction homework that I gave you and some fraction word problems, and we'll do our order of operation PEMDAS and some more factoring. Okay, so let's go to the homework. Mercedes, did you get the homework back that I sent you?
I was sleeping, so I just woke up right in time to get on.
Oh, okay. All
Okay, I
right.
came in this morning from work.
All right, because I was really surprised that the fraction operations problems you missed, but you did quite well with the word problems,
Oh,
especially the first one, the multiply. You had you said 9 times 4 is 34. I know you must have been sleeping. What's 9 times 4?
what?
What's 9 times 4?
I said nine times 4.
You said
36.
34.
36. That's what I wrote.
36. You wrote 34.
Oh, 36. That's what I meant. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I said, how did she do that? But you know, when you do this on the test, it's wrong. So, you know, I graded incorrect because you have to be really careful when you do your work.
Yeah.
Good afternoon. I'm
Hello,
sorry, everyone.
Chastity. How you
Good
doing?
afternoon.
I'm okay. I'm driving to school, pick up my daughter in Brooklyn.
Okay. Can you change your name on yours? It says iPhone.
Okay, I will try to do it once I have a chance. I'm driving.
Okay. Oh, you're driving. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm driving.
Did you get a chance to look at the homework, Chastity?
Yeah, I looked at it, but I was like, I'm gonna just do it with you guys. But I'm driving now. I can even do that.
Yeah. Okay. So you'll just listen. All right.
Yeah.
So, Maureen, you didn't send me any homework. What happened? Ms. Maureen?
Okay.
What happened, Maureen?
I was a bit busy.
Did you do even one problem?
I do all that.
But you didn't send me anything. You always say you do them, but you never send me. Well, I won't say never, but most of the times you don't send me answers.
I thought you had met the other one that commanded.
You thought what?
The other one, I thought you met the other one that commanded.
No, when I give you what
Oh.
Monday work, that's for Thursday. When I give you Thursday work, that's for Monday. You know the deal. Right?
No. I was on the same impression too. When I was okay, wait a minute. Is this for this Monday or is for this Thursday? So I was on the same boat.
Well, that's what it is.
So last time I was doing a homework, I think it was for a Thursday. I was confused. The one that was supposed to be that day, it was for that Monday. And I was like, oh, forget about it. I did the wrong one. Whatever.
Okay. Well, let's clarify that, since Maureen is not alone in getting when the homework is due. And actually, I indicate the homework will be due before Thursday. Well,
yeah.
But I noticed that sometimes you don't read. Well, let's put it this way. You read what you want to read. Okay. But let's just clarify it.
Okay.
When I give you homework on Monday, those of you who come the GED prep math, which is 2 days, Monday and Thursday. If I give you homework Monday, it's due on Thursday. If I give you homework Thursday, it's due on Monday.
That's
Now,
okay. All
now,
right.
wait a minute. Now, those of you, because some of you come to Thursday college prep. Now, work I give you Thursday is due on the following, before the following Thursday. See, that's where you have that week almost, okay? But the other is like days. Monday, you have Tuesday and Wednesday, and it's due before Thursday. And that's why I usually give you less, all right? On Monday for Thursday. Is that clear to everybody?
Okay.
All right.
Yes, you always put the date when it's due.
Yeah, and I put on the date and the date on there is when it's due, like April 7th. Today is April
Yeah.
7th. That's when that work was due, actually before April 7th. Because some of you are sending me work like the day of, and then I've got to try to correct it, get it back to you before we start the class. So it would be nice if you sent it. If you're sending it the day of, send it early. I think Mercedes, you sent yours this morning.
I didn't
Yes,
realize
because
that.
I
I
it
didn't
was so
realize that. I
busy
could have
last
said
night.
mine because I finished mine since yesterday, but I didn't realize that. It's my mistake.
Okay, Maureen, no problem. Since you finished it, you can solve number one, right?
Yeah.
So how did you solve number one? Multiply 9/5 times 4/3. What did you do?
Yeah.
What did you do,
I,
Maureen?
I multiply.
What did you multiply?
I got 36 over 15.
Okay, you multiply the numerators
I
with
can't
your,
see it.
you can't see the screen?
No.
Does anybody else can't see the screen?
No, we only see the topics.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just the
movie
top.
at.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay. New share. Can you see it now?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
thank you.
I had to do the new share. Okay.
Yes, I see it now.
Okay. So
Excuse me.
Maureen said 36 over 15, which is correct because the numerators are what, Mercedes? What are the numerators?
Multiplication.
What are the numerators? No,
The
I
top
want you to
number,
give me the
Yeah.
numbers. Chastity, you know the numerators?
the top numbers.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah,
Yes,
and,
yes,
and with the slash, it's the ones on the left. So what are
yes.
the numerators then, Chastity?
9 and 4.
That's right. So 9 times 4 is 36. And what are the denominators, Mercedes?
5 and 3.
And what's
That's
5 times 3?
15.
15. And that's it. Remember, I said multiplication is the easiest of the fractions because you
Yes.
don't have to do anything but multiply. No converting, no looking for least common denominator. Just multiply the top numbers and then divide it by the multiplication of the bottom numbers. And the top ones we call numerator, the bottom numbers we call denominator.
Miss Barbara,
Yes.
I had the homework to texting from last night at work, but to get busy in the last part of the morning. Then I came in off the train and came on. I grabbed the paper hurriedly, texting it out to you. I don't know I put 34.
Yes,
Because
you had
I know it.
34 over 15, and I knew
I
that
said,
was
oh my
like a
God,
rush kind of
I
thing
want,
you did.
yeah, I want you to get it before it get too late. So I'm hurrying to text it into you. I don't know on my fingers if I'm right that.
Yes, you hit the 4, which is 1 over from the 6. So you had 34 over 6. You
Because
have
I
to be
know.
really careful because remember, most of these questions are multiple choice, and if you select the wrong one, there's no compensation for it. Right?
Yeah.
That's why you have to be really, really careful. All
Anyway,
right.
in my heart, I know I get that one right.
Yeah. Okay. Well, don't worry, you'll have a chance because I'll be giving you some more of these for homework
Okay.
that will
I
be
don't
due
mind.
on Monday. Some of these same kind of problems I'll give
Yes.
you today as homework, and it will be due before Monday. Okay.
I just said in the words I gotta do for the college one for tomorrow afternoon. 'Cause I gotta be out early tomorrow. 'Cause I got the therapy with my hand tomorrow. So
Oh, you got okay.
yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, the college ones, let's see. The college ones had polynomials, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think you can do those. Okay, let's go to number 2. Mercedes, how do you do number 2? You did that one, right, Maureen?
Yeah.
You did that one, number 2. What did you
Yeah.
get for that one, Maureen? What was your answer?
My answer.
Yes,
Okay.
for number 2. Divide 6 over 5 by 24 over 25. What was your answer? Just give me your answer.
I get 150 over 120.
Got one?
150 over 120.
150 over 120?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you didn't convert it to a mixed number.
Well, I turned the one day, the last one upside it. I always got it upside down. I know.
Well, did you convert? Well, I didn't say simplify it. So if you said 150 over 120, that's okay. But you could have made it a mixed number and had it as one and
Huh?
well, you could have had 1 and 30 over 120, right? Because we divided, you have a 30 remainder. You know how to convert from improper fractions to mixed number, right?
Yeah.
Now, Sadie, I want you to do this because you had a strange answer. I want to know
Oh no.
how you got 720 over 25.
720?
You had
Oh,
720 over 25. I want to know, how did you get that?
I think I don't know what I'm hurrying. I don't know what I do my paper and fall asleep.
What's the rule for dividing fractions now, Sadie? What's the rule?
You change the sign and flip the number.
Which number?
The last 24 over 25.
Right, you flip the divisor, and when you have it like this slash, it's the second fraction. So you flip this 24 over 25 and you multiply. So this becomes 6 over 5 multiplied by 25 over 24. Now, I'm wondering, how did you get 720 over 25? Can you tell me how you got that?
Oh no. Just know what on earth did I do?
Because this would be multiply the numerators, 6, and Maureen said what that was, 725. And then multiply the denominators, which are
Okay,
5
let me tell
times
you this,
24.
Barbara.
Yes.
Let me tell you what I did.
Tell me what you did.
I think I made a mistake here. That's why I get that. Okay, I says I multiply 6 over 5 by 5. So I say 5, 5, 25. And then I
Multiply
said
6 over 5 times 1.
I tried to get 25 on both sides. That's what I did. So I say 5, 5, 25, and 5, 6 is 30. So I have 30 over 25 and 24 over 25. Then I multiply 30 by 24 and I get 720 over 25. That's how I get my answer.
Okay. Let me just put here 6 times 25. That's the numerator. This would be 5 times 24. So this is the way it will look if you flip the divisor and multiply. This is the way it will look, right?
Yes.
But I want to know, I want to write what you said you did. Okay.
Yes.
Let's see. Let me put this here. Okay. Okay. So let me write what you said you did. Say it again, what you did.
Okay, because all right, we have 6 over 5 divided by 24 over 25.
Well, okay,
right?
6 over 5. Okay, so you flip
And
it.
so I want to have both sides with 25.
But Mercedes, what's the rule?
Oh, I think I slipped the rule out of my head.
What's the rule for dividing fraction?
I think you have to flip the numbers.
The divisor and multiply. Remember I said division becomes multiplication.
I think sleep overcome me last night, miss. I was drunk to sleep.
Okay. Number one, division becomes multiplication. All right. So 6 over 5 divided by 24 over 25 becomes a multiplication. But the multiplication is an inverted divisor. In other words, 24 over 25 becomes 25 over 24.
Yes.
Okay, so multiply numerators, 6 times 25, divided by the multiplication of the denominators, 5 times 24. And Maureen, what did you say you got?
150 over 120.
150. I'll just put it. Notice I'm using slashes and dashes.
Over 150.
150. 6 times 25 is 150. Right? 6 times 20 is 120. 6 times 5 is 30. 30 plus 120 is 150. 5 times 20 is 100. 5 times 4 is 20. 5 times 24 is 120. And you could leave it like that, or Maureen, what would it be as a mixed number?
I don't do mixed number.
Well, how do you
I'd be
convert
like,
an improper fraction to a mixed number, Maureen?
okay, that'd be like 1 and something over.
Well, what is the something? What is the remainder? The something is a remainder. So when you say 120 and 150 one times, then 120 from 150 gives
So
what?
it'd be 30 over 120.
That's right, over the denominator. Okay, now that would be, okay, and that can be further simplified.
I know, but you didn't say 65. That's why
No,
they
I
do it.
didn't. I didn't. And what you said was right. I'm just saying, if I had said the simplified, then you would have given me the mixed number. That's just.
You know what, Miss? I was a bit confused, right? Yes, well, I think I forgot to whether I should flip this one or just do it across. That's what happened.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You didn't. That's why I wanted to hear you say how you did it, because
Yeah.
you didn't make it a multiplication. You just started cross multiplying, right?
Is that
Yeah.
right?
What is it, Chastity?
This is fractions, right?
Yes. This is fractions. We look at it: multiply, divide, addition, and subtraction of fractions. And the rules, I repeat, adding and subtracting fractions, you have to make sure they have a common denominator. That's not true of multiplication and division. Multiplication is straight up multiply numerator, multiply denominator, simplify. Division becomes multiplication. Flip the divisor and multiply. So we did that. We got 6 over 5 times 25 over 24. That gave us 150 over 120. And as a mixed number, Maureen said 1 and 30 over 120. Now, we can simplify that even further. What would that be, Mercedes? 1 and what?
If we simplify it,
30 over 120.
30 over 120. 130 over 120.
No. This is one whole number and fraction 30 over 120. My question is 30 over 120 reduces to what?
Reduces to 1.08.
No decimals. We're working with fractions.
I'm gonna guess.
What is it? What is it, Chastity?
1 and 1 upon 12.
What is it, Chastity?
I think it's 4. 1
over 4. Yeah, you're right.
1 over
It'll be
4.
1 over 4. Because 30 to 30 goes 1 time and 30 to 120 goes 4 times. So this simplifies to 1 and a fourth, 1 and 1/4.
I don't understand that.
Mercedes.
Where are you getting it?
Okay.
I just told you I guessed.
Okay. No, good guess. Yes, you didn't really guess. You actually really.
I tried.
Yeah.
I tried.
30 over 120. What number, Mercedes, goes in
Miss,
this?
I'm sorry, Miss. I think it was 130.
No, I said, Mercedes, what is a mixed number?
A mixed number is one with one or one number with one upon the other.
No, that's not, you're not telling me what a mixed number is. What is a mixed number? A whole number and a fraction.
Yes, whole number and a fraction. I was telling you the long way, like one and 2 upon 3.
No, I don't want an example. I wanted to know what is a mixed number. A mixed number is a whole number and a fraction. So when you see 1 and you see 30 over 120, 1 is the whole number. 30 over 120 is the fraction.
Oh, I didn't realize that the 1 was meant the whole number. I'm sorry. So
that's why I asked you what was a mixed number. See, once you know what a mixed number is, you know you have to have a whole number followed by a fraction.
Yes, Miss, but I'm looking at your the screen. I'm looking at 1 and I see 30. I thought it was 1.
But don't you see a space?
Oh, yeah, but
If it was space, I wouldn't have a space between 1 and 3.
You thought that you problem like number 1 and then number 2. Is that what you thought?
No,
yeah.
no.
Yeah,
Okay. But if I had a space here, Mercedes, then it can't be 130. Because 130, I wouldn't have a space. I'd just say 130.
No, the space is bigger, much better. I can see clearer now. That is 30 up on
Well,
one.
the fact that I have a space tells you it's not 130. Because if it was 130, I would just say 130. No space.
Okay.
Got it?
I'm sorry, Miss Barbara.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
just want you to know with a mixed number, if you see even one space, that means whole number, then fraction.
Yes.
So 1 is the whole number and 30 over 120 is the fraction, which we further simplified. Chastity gave me the 1 over 4. And that was just by dividing 30 into 30, you get 1. And 30 into 120, you get 4, right? Those ladies? See
Yes.
that?
Yeah.
See that? Yeah. So if I said simplify it, then you would say 150 over 120, which is 1 and 30 over 120, which would be 1 and 1/4. You would have given me the answer 1 and 1/4 if I asked you to simplify it. Okay.
Okay.
Questions on number 2?
What's the answer I have for number 2 again? Pardon me. 1/4?
No.
1 and 1/4?
No, the answer for number 2 is the one Maureen gave, 150 over 120. If I had asked for it simplified, the answer would have been 1 and 1/4. So, okay, so this was the answer up here for this one, 36 over 15, since I didn't ask for simplified, right? And the one here is 150 over 120. That's the answer for number 2.
Okay.
I didn't say simplified. So here's the answer right here. One Maureen gave. It's 150 over 120. Let me put the answer. Take that out because I don't want that to change. Okay. So let me put answer is 150 over 120. That's the answer. If I had asked you simplified, you would have given me 1 and 1/4. Got it?
Yes. Thank
That's
you.
the simplified answer. Any questions on number 2?
No, thank you, Miss.
And number 3, let's see, what was number 3? Number 3 was an addition. Maureen, what did you do with number 3? How did you add that?
I let's see, 3 over 4 and 4 over 6.
You can't add them as they are because the denominators are different. So what common denominator did you use?
I didn't use the denominator.
Okay, how did you add it?
I have 4 and 3 and 6 and 4.
You add what?
I have 4 and 3, 7 and 6 and 4 is 10.
Is that how you add a fraction?
Yeah.
Hey, Maureen, you just invented a new method, but it's incorrect.
Okay.
All right. What's the rule when you add in fractions and your denominators are different, Mercedes? What's the rule?
You try to have the same numerator.
Same what?
Denominator.
Yes, you need the same denominator, Maureen. You can't add these numerators to these denominators. You have to make sure the denominators are the same. So
Okay.
what is the smallest number that 4 goes into and 6 goes into, Maureen?
2.
4 doesn't go into 2. 4
Oh.
divides into and 6 divide into. What's the smallest number?
let's see, 4.
4 divides into this number and 6 also divides into this number. What's the smallest number you can think of? That 4,
24.
what?
24, 4 is 24 is
Well,
The
that's a
smallest.
denominator, but I asked for the smallest. 24 would work. You just have to further simplify it. Okay, let's use your 24. You want to use
Okay.
24? Let's do
let's
that.
see, 4.
Okay, let's say 3 over 4. And this is where you can cross multiply, right? Let's put the 4 here. We can use the 24, but and plus, I didn't say simplify, so of course you can use it. This is plus 4 over 6. Let's cross multiply. Mercedes, you know how to do it cross multiply, right? Now you got for number 3, you said 7 over 24. You know how you got that. Okay, this is 4 over 6. Now let's cross multiply. Now, if you cross multiply, what do you get, Mercedes?
Hold on. Okay. I got
Cross multiply numerator
four-
times denominator, numerator times denominator, and then
So-
multiply the denominators. What do you get?
so you said 3 6 is 18.
Okay, so that would be 18. And what's the denominator?
Over 12. Oh, sorry, over 24, she says.
24. Yeah, right. Yeah, we use 12 would be a different number. Okay, so this will be 24. I'm just showing you how you do it with cross multiplying. Numerator times denominator, that's 18. 4 times 6, 24. So this would be
4 4
plus,
6.
okay, and 3 times, you have 3 times 6, and then 4 times 4 is 16, like you said.
Yes.
And that would be over what? I'll make that bigger.
24.
Over 24. So that's over 24. Now we have it over the same denominators. So you can add the numerators, right? Let's just make this bigger. Okay, so what's 18 plus 16? No, Sadie.
That is 34.
Okay. That's 34. And that will be all over 24, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's underline that. Over 24. And you really could have left it like that because I didn't say simplify. If I had said simplify, what would it be? I'll say this. What would 34 over 24 be?
Excuse me, Miss Barbara.
Yes.
On the adding, we have to flip the second number. Adding. So it was
No flipping and adding. Flipping only occurs in multiplication, Chastity.
what is?
Okay. What we did cross multiply.
Oh, you cross multiply. Okay, got it now.
Got it?
Thank you.
That will be 1
Cross
and
multiply. So we said 3 times 6 is 18, right?
yeah.
And we had 4 times 4 is 16.
Yeah.
All right. And we added, now they're over the same denominator. 4 times 6 is 24. And 18 plus 16 is 34. So 34 over 24. But I'm saying, if I had asked you to simplify it, what would it be? What would it be?
1 and 5. 1 and 5 on 12. Or 1 and 5 on 24.
34 over 24, Mercedes, would be what over 12?
25 over 24. 12. I'm mixing up myself. I got 1 and 5 over 12.
So,
12
so what do you divide 34 over 24 by to get 12? You'd have to divide by 2, right? 34 divided by 2. And this would be 24 divided by 2. And you get 17/12, right? So this will be 24. We're simplifying it now. 24
Yeah.
divided by 2, because 2 goes into 34. 2 also goes into 24, right?
Yeah.
So 34 divided by 2 is 17.
Yeah.
And 24 divided by 2 is
12.
12. And what did you say that was equal to, Mercedes? As a
One sec.
mixed number.
I says that what did I do? Did it? Oh my gosh. Sorry, Mr. God, give me one another second.
As a
here.
mixed number, 17 divided by 12 is what?
Oh, that is 1 and 5 upon 12.
That's right, because you had a 5 remainder. So you have 1 and 5 over 12.
Just because
But-
I did it, I did it with 12 instead of 24, and I get 17 upon 12. But I didn't simplify. I just did
No, you
simplify.
said 7
I know.
over 24.
Yeah.
How did you get 7?
I don't even remember, miss. I think I was sure. Yesterday was a very hectic day because I was.
Yeah, you answered 7 over 24, not 34 over.
I think I was doing something. I put that wrong number there because I did not put paper. I'm going to get it to you. I don't know. I get mixed up in my paper.
Okay. But anyway, if you had given me 34 over 24 or 17 over 12 or 1 and 5 over 12, they will all be correct.
Yes, miss. But what I did, I didn't use 24. I used 12. So I get straight answer 17 over 12. That's what I should have sent to you.
Well, I'm saying if you had given me any of these answers, they would have been correct.
Yeah.
Or
What did I give you, miss? 7 over
you
what?
gave me 7 over 24.
7 over 24. It should be. Oh, Lordy.
Okay. So any of those answers, if you gave me those, it would be correct. All right. You could have given me in terms of 24th, or you could give me in terms of 12th, or you could give me a mixed number. Got it?
Okay.
Maureen, you see why you can't do what you did?
Yeah,
You added numerators and added denominators. You can't do that. Remember the rule for adding and
Yeah.
subtraction fractions is that your denominators have to be the same.
okay.
So the fact you've got a 4 and a 6 says I need to convert these denominators so they're the same. So you could have used 12. 4 times 3 is 12. 3 times 3 is 9. 6 times 2 is 12. 4 times 2 is 6. So you could add them, right? Or you could cross multiply, like I said, get 24ths. And then if you had to simplify it, then you reduce this to 12ths. Okay, but any of these answers that you gave for this problem would have been correct. Okay. Maureen, is that clear now? I don't want you.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Don't try to add fractions with the same denominators unless you get them on of the same denominator. Okay. Maureen, did you do number 4? That's a whole number divided by a decimal. Did you do that one?
Let's see.
Did you do number 4, or tell me how you would do it?
Yeah.
It's Barbara.
Yes.
I have a question.
Okay.
So adding on the third one, you say you gotta cross multiply, right?
Yes, you can cross multiply numerator times denominator. 3 times 6, 18. 4 times 4, 16. The denominator, the bottom numbers, just multiply them. 4 times 6 is 24.
Okay.
Now you can add numerators because you have denominators all 24, right?
Yeah.
18 plus 16, those are the numerators. They add up to 34. And that would be over the denominator 24. Perfect answer. You could have given that. That would have been right. If I said simplify, you simplify that as 12 and then mixed fraction 1 and 5/12. Got it?
Thank you.
Okay. Maureen, how did you do number 4? Did you do number 4?
Yeah, I divide minus 42.
You divided by what?
Huh?
What did you divide by?
I minus 42, right? And divide for minus 42 is 0.07.
So what
That's
did
how
you
I do
get?
mine.
What did you get?
480.
480. How did you get 480?
I get minus 480 because I divide minus 42 point, no, 0.07, yo. 4 minus 480. Yeah.
How did you get a minus 480?
So you got there minus 42.
Yes, divided by a decimal 0.07. Maureen, 0.07. That's a decimal.
Mhm.
What is that equal to as a fraction? Maureen, 0.07. What is that as a fraction?
70%.
I didn't say percent. I say as a fraction.
Oh. Give me a minute, Miss Barbara. Let me answer this for you.
Okay, Mercedes, 0.07 is what
Yeah,
as a
Michael.
fraction?
Yeah, Michael.
I'm not sure I remember too. That's my problem. I'm thinking of this. I'm
Outside the
thinking of
door?
this.
Maureen, go to mute, please.
Okay. And then put it inside, like outside? Okay.
Is that
Go to mute, Maureen, while you're on the
Okay.
phone. Go to mute.
is that 7
Miss,
up?
okay.
What is it?
Miss Barbara? Okay.
Maureen, mute.
I tell you, I had muted by Mr. Kabaka on my side. And Miss Barbara just stepped in. So I got the downstairs outside before.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you, Maureen.
She's stepping outside.
Okay, Mercedes, 0.07 as a fraction, as a decimal is what as a fraction?
Is that 7 upon 6? Or 7 upon 60, something like that. I'm not quite sure.
No, do y'all understand place values? I may have
Oh,
to go
boy.
back over place values, right?
No, I can mix it up, miss. I can, honestly to God, I
Okay,
can't.
what place is this?
But 1, I mean,
Right here where the zero,
right
what
here,
place is that?
that is 10. 10 place.
That's tenth. What is 7?
1.
No, this is the 1 place right here. It's ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000, 100,000. After the decimal point, it's tenths, hundredths, thousandths.
Oh,
Let me write what I'm saying.
no, got it.
Okay, it's
Is that
tenths,
what you said? Hundred.
hundredths, and then
So
thousands.
7 upon 10. 7 upon 10.
TH. Whenever you have those THs, you're talking decimals. So this 7 is in the hundredths place, right? So let's
Yes.
just this line. So 0.07 is 7 over 100 as a fraction,
Oh,
right?
yeah, I don't get it.
You got it?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, you understand place values, right?
Sometimes
The
I mix up my
place
place.
of a number indicates its value. So after the decimal point, you have tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s. But in
Okay,
front of the decimal, you have greater than one. You have one or greater. Actually, that's the ones place, tens place, hundreds place, thousands place, 10,000. Okay.
okay.
So
So after the decimal point, I start to say 10, hundreds, thousands, right?
not tens, tenths. It has the
Tenth.
THS. You
I'm
see
not.
the
I didn't
difference?
pronounce it properly. I know it's
Yeah,
th.
tenths. It has the
Yes,
THS. That's right.
yes,
After the
tenth.
decimal, you start putting the THS. Tenths,
So,
hundreds, thousands.
I want to
So
get it straight. Ahead this time. So after the decimal point, it's tenths, hundreds,
hundreds,
and
thousands,
thousands.
10,000s, hundreds,
Okay,
thousands,
okay.
millions, etc. Okay. So since we said that, what would this be equal to? I'll say these. This will be minus 42, stays like it is. Okay. And I'll put divided by, so my 700ths become, what is a fraction? Let's see these. What would I put there?
You're 700. Um, so I'm going, I would have to divide.
No, we said what 700 is as a fraction. I'm asking you, what would I put here as my fraction?
All right, there where the beeper is.
Yes, what would I put there for my fraction?
I would have to put 100.
No, here it is right here. 700 is 7 over 100.
Yeah.
So you'd put 7 over 100.
Oh, that's what you meant. Okay,
Yeah, I
okay.
meant what was the fraction? And we already said
Oh, yeah,
seven
yeah, yeah.
hundredths is 7 over
So
100.
0.07 is equal to a fraction,
Fraction
7
is
of
7 over 100.
100.
So
Okay.
now we know the rules for dividing fractions. What do? Repeat those rules, mouse ladies.
You said it again, please.
Repeat the rule for dividing fractions. What do?
We put the 0 point.
No, don't use numbers. I just want a rule that applies to everything. Just state the rule. To divide by fractions, you do what?
Multiply. That's what you meant? I'm mixing up today.
Well, you flip the divisor and multiply.
Flip. Oh,
That's it. Flip the divisor and multiply. And the divisor is after the division symbol. So that's your divisor, 7 over 100. That's your dividend, the minus 42. So fraction division becomes fraction multiplication, but you must flip the divisor. So
flip it before flip it, put 100 upon 7 and change the divider to multiplication sign.
that's right. That's right. So this becomes, and I'll just rewrite it. You just said. Okay, so this becomes, we said it becomes multiplication, right? So we have a minus 42, and this becomes a time sign now. No division.
Oh,
Time. I'll use the X. You can use asterisk or you can use a dot. And now, if you flip this, this becomes 100 over 7, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So now you can multiply it. So, Mercedes, what's a minus 42 times 100 over 7?
What's a minus
42
42
times 100 over 7. What would that be equal to?
times 100 over 7?
Multiply the numerators. Now, minus 42 is over a 1. We don't have to put it there, but it's a 1 right here, right? Underneath this minus 42 is a 1. I'll put it here. So you see it has a denominator 2, which is 1, but usually 1 you don't indicate. Well, let's just put it. Now, multiply your numerators, multiply your denominators. Your numerators
Okay.
are minus 42 and 100. Your
Okay.
denominators are 1 and 7. What do I get, Mercedes?
So 7 times 42.
No. Numerator times numerator.
Wait, okay.
Denominator times denominator. Okay. Let me just underline this because it seems that when I put the slash, there's some confusion. Okay, so let me put the 7 here. Take this out right here. Okay. Now multiply the numerators and multiply the denominators. What do you get?
Okay then. So 7 times 42 times 100, right?
Minus 42.
Oh, beg your pardon. I
Okay,
forgot
throw away
the
the
that.
minus.
Okay.
What's a
Minus
minus 42 times 100?
times 100 is equal to 4 200
Plus or minus?
minus.
That's right. Very good. Because unlike signs give you negative, right? So that would be
Yeah.
minus 4,200. What's 7 times 1?
That's 7.
That's right. Very good. So that's 7. So now when you divide that out, what do you get? What's minus 4,200 divided by 7?
So minus 4,200
Divided by 7. What does that equal to?
divided by 100. I got 42.
No. You see 100? Isn't that a 7?
Oh Lordy.
Where are you seeing 100? Minus 4,200 divided by 7.
7. Lord, Miss
What is
Barbara.
that equal to?
You know what happened, Miss Barbara? One of my glasses thing fall out. I'd have to catch it into to see, even at work.
Oh, you better try to. That happened to me
Oh,
once before I
Lord.
could get to my optometrist. I taped right in.
I have to go to get taped in. So it is 42. Sorry, minus 42. Minus 4,200
Divided by 7.
divided by 7. And the answer is minus 600.
That's right, Mercedes.
What I
Very
did it
good.
time.
That's it. That's the answer.
The first time I did, that's what I got. Minus 600, and I
That's
ignored.
600. So why did you give me? Now you gave me 564.
Oh no.
I really
That's
dislike
that's
the
that
minus and
answer is for another work. Miss, I told them mix up my work. That 500 something is not for this work. It's not for it.
It's something else.
I get minus 600 for this one.
Yeah, but you put on the paper, you
I
sent
give
me
you
564.
Miss, when you get there, I'll show you what the mistake I made. I'll give you the wrong answer for the wrong work.
Okay.
When you get to it, I'll show you which one was
All
that
right.
for.
Chastity, what were you saying?
I really dislike the negative and positive because I always get confused. But I see it stood as negative, right? Minus.
Yes, because you have unlike signs dividing. So unlike signs in division or multiplication gives you negative. You have a minus divided by a plus. The unlike signs, and they give you negative. That's true of division and multiplication. If this was a minus 4,200 and a minus 7, that would be like signs, Chastity. That would give you a plus 600. Got it?
Okay. Yeah.
So remember, minus over plus give minus. Plus over minus gives minus. Minus time plus gives minus. Plus time minus gives minus. Minus time minus gives plus. Plus time plus gives plus. Same for division. Got it?
But
Yes,
Yeah.
Maureen, you back?
Yeah.
So Maureen, did you understand what we did for number 4?
Hold on.
Divide minus 42 by 0.07.
Uh-huh.
You understand place value, right?
Let me see.
This is where the 0 is the 10th place. Where the
Uh-huh.
7 is the 100th place. So 0.07 is the fraction 7 over 100. All right, so we converted our decimal to a fraction, and we know our rules for dividing by fractions. The division becomes multiplication with the flip of the divisor. So the minus 42 divided by 7 over 100 becomes the minus 42 times, now flip that 7 over 100, get 100 over 7. Now you can multiply the numerator, multiply the denominators, then divide. And it's over plus, so your answer will be a minus 600. So that's
Okay.
your answer. Answer is minus 600. Any questions on that one?
Are accidents?
Now, if you were doing this on the calculator, you'd have to put the minus 42 in. There's a minus on your calculator that you can put in. It's down at the bottom row where you see the 0. When you put in a negative number, the minus is enclosed in parentheses. So you put that minus in first, that minus key, then 42.
No.
Right? So you put
Yo, why ain't he moving?
minus 42 and then divided by 0.07 and it comes up minus 600. Okay,
Okay.
so you did it on the calculator, but some problems on the GED they say no calculator, so you've got to be able to do exactly what we did here. Question? Any questions on number 4?
I'm just sorry I messed up like that.
Right. Number 5 wasn't on your sheet, but I want you to do that.
Miss, would you believe
Yes.
it? I didn't see any 5. I
No,
saw
there was I omitted number 5, but I have it right
Okay.
here and I want you to do number 5.
Yo,
Yes.
Okay.
Who's talking?
I think it's Chastity.
All right. Chastity, you had a question?
no, I'm sorry, Miss Barbara.
Okay. Now subtract 2/3 from 7/10. In other words, 7 over 10 minus 2 over 3. I want you to do that one, and you can use your cross multiplication. Get them over the same denominator and tell me what you get.
Okay. 7 over 10.
So I'll write it as 7 over 10 without the slash. And then you can do your cross multiplying. 7 over 10. Okay, minus 2 over 3. This is a nice one to do your cross multiplication. All right. Remember subtraction.
That's 10, 2 is 20.
Yep. Do your cross multiplication. And you can see your denominator is what? 10 and 3. So multiply those and put the numerators cross multiplication over those. Tell me what you get. Mercedes, you understand what you should do?
I think so.
7 times 3 over the denominator minus 2 times 10 over its denominator. And the denominator is going to be the 10 times the 3. Tell me what you get. Maureen, you have an answer?
Oh, got it. So 30.
Let's
And
multiply 7 times 3.
21.
That's the numerator.
Oh,
Put that over the denominator. Minus 2 times 10. And put that over the denominator. Then subtract. What do you get?
Okay.
What do you get, Maureen?
they get 1/30.
That's correct.
That's what I got.
You got 1/30?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. You got 7 times 3 equal 21, right? 2 times 10 equal 20. And you just put those over 30, right? 10 times 3
Yes.
is 30. Just put it here. The denominator is 10
Oh,
times 3 equal 30. So you have 21 over 30 minus 20 over 30. And that's equal to 1/30, which is good. That's what you both got. 1/30. And that's the answer. Very good. So now you're getting the hang of it, right?
Yes, Miss. Doing more of this, I think we get the hang of it.
Yeah, I'll be sending you some just like this to have for Monday. Sending me answers before Monday. Okay. Same kind of problems because I want you to be able to understand the addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division of fractions. And
Yes,
then,
ma'am.
of course, the word problems. Now, the word problems now, number 6. You had that one correct. Actually, you had 6, 7, and 8. I'll say this, which is very good. The only one you missed is the last one. Now, Maureen, did you do number 6?
Yeah,
What answer did you get?
I get, this is 6. I got the time back.
What answer did you get for 6?
I get A.
That is correct. Scott is driving about 380 miles from Los Angeles to San Francisco. He plans to cover 3/4 of the distance before noon. Your question, how many miles does he plan to drive before noon? That means getting 3/4 of what? 380. 3/4
Oh,
multiplication times 380. And this is straight up multiplication, right? 3 times 380 over. Actually, I did 4 and canceled, got 95. I said 4 to 380 is 95 and 44 one time. But you could multiply 3 times 380 and then divide
Miss.
by 4. Yes.
Miss, when I do it first, I got 95 cents and I go back, like if I said, read it again. And I said, oh my God, it says how many miles does he plan to drive before noon? And
Right.
he plans to cover 3/4. I said, no, my answer is wrong. I went back and did it again. I said, oh, that's the answer.
No, that's it. You got it. Yeah, because, well, you know it had to be less than the 380, right? Let's see what choice
Yes,
is.
yes.
Well, and of course, the 95 is too small. The 95 is what, like a quarter, 1/4?
Yes, definitely a quarter, miss.
Yes, okay. They didn't ask you how much he had left. They
No,
asked you how much he's driven. That's why you have to read the problem really.
that's what I'm saying to myself. But he didn't say what left. He says how much mile he's gonna
How
cover.
much does he plan to drive before noon? It's 3/4 of the distance. 3/4 of the 380. Maureen, did you do number 7? Mercedes had that one correct. Did you do number 7, Maureen?
I get out B for my answer.
You got B, that is correct. And how did you get B?
Okay.
You knew how many shares he bought, and you
I
knew.
didn't work. I do it with my calculator. Anyhow,
Okay, so what did you do? Just tell me what you did.
Yeah. I can't remember what he bought.
Well, he bought 20 shares and
I
they were
bought, I
priced
multiplied with 2638 by 20.
20 by,
26.38.
okay, so you multiply
I think, let me see,
20
I multiplied
by the cost per share,
Yes.
26,
this by,
38, and you added the $8, right?
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
And that's and what did you get, Maureen?
530, 560.
60 and 530, 560 is what answer B. This is one where they gave you what he bought and they gave what the shares cost, so multiplication and an addition. He paid for the shares plus his transaction fee of $8. Okay, now you got that one right, Mercedes, and you got, okay, Mercedes. Maureen, did you get number 8?
Did I got number 8, miss?
Yes, you had number 8. I want to ask
Great,
Maureen
great,
if she
great.
got
I
it.
know, I get 80 inches, I don't know.
That's correct. Very good. That 80 is correct because it's 6 inches wide, the board, and you want to cut strips and they each measure 3/4 of an inch wide, a 0.75,
Exactly.
right? So you
175
just
is
took
3/4.
60 divided by,
By 0.7.
60 divided by 0.75. Oh, you could have made it 3/4, right? And 4
Yes.
times 60 is 240 divided by 3 is 80. So this would have given you 80. So your answer would be, since how many strips? Be 80 strips. That's your answer. Now, Mercedes, you did not get this next one, and I'm kind of surprised. That's what you would have gotten.
That means that you know what I'm telling me, miss, that I'm having problem with the fraction. I'm mixing up my fractions.
Maureen, how would you, did you get number 9, Maureen? Did you get an answer?
No, I really didn't get an answer because I didn't understand it anyhow. So it said here, of his stay-at-home pay each month, Jerry spent 1/6 on a car payment and 1/4 on food. What fraction of his stay-at-home pay is left after paying for these 2 items?
Okay, so we first need to find what's the total fraction paid for the 2 items. So your first step is to add the 1/6 and the 1/4, right?
What?
Yes.
See, I'm mixing up my things. Look how easy that
When you
is.
want to know how much he paid, it says what fraction of his take-home pay is left after paying for these 2 items. Right? So you got to find what fraction total is for these 2 items.
Okay. Now you know what left.
And you can subtract it from the 1, which could be 4ths, it could be 6, it could be 12ths. Okay, now, Maureen, 1/6 plus 1/4 is equal to what?
I hear you.
1/6 plus 1/4.
2/10.
How you getting 2/10? What are you using as the least common denominator? You can use 12s, right? Mercedes, 1/6,
Yes.
how many 12ths?
That's 2.
That's right, 2 12ths.
I do mine, but I do mine different, but I got my answer was for 5 tries, but I do it like that. I don't know if I do it right.
1/4 is how many 12ths?
That would be 3.
3. All right. Now you have them over the same denominator, you can add them, right? What's
Okay,
2 12ths
1,
plus 3 12ths?
One.
So you have 2
1
12ths.
6 equals
What's that equal to, Mercedes?
2
2 12ths
12.
plus 3 12ths.
That's 5 12.
That's right. So now that's how much he spent. Now, what is left from the 5/12? How would you find that, Melanie?
Do I have to divide 5 into 12?
No. The whole,
It's 12 upon 12?
that's right. Okay. The whole take home pay
I'm so doubtful, miss. I started,
12
miss,
over
I started
12.
just like that, miss. And then I just stopped. I just give up. I said,
No,
did I
that's
give
your
you an
whole
answer?
take home pay. You got it in 12. And if you spent 5/12, then what's left over is 12 over 12 minus 5 over 12. What does that equal to, Mercedes?
12
over 12
Yes,
should be minus.
Let me say 5 from 12, miss. That's all we do it.
Yes, and what's that equal to?
5 from 12 leaves 7.
Right? And over the denominator 12.
Oh my gosh. Look at
So
that.
what's left over is 7/12.
Oh my gosh.
That's how much is left over. He spent 5/12. So the whole is 12 over 12. And remember, I said that whole is whatever fractions you're working with, right? In this case,
Okay.
we're working with 12.
That's this something does hit home, miss, as I did that. Something does
What?
hit home. Like when it says 5 over 12, how much is left? So, and I said, you mean take away 5 from 12?
Yeah,
No,
5
no,
from 12.
that's my little problem. That's the little problem there. I'm not realizing that 5 I subtract from 12 and I know what left. That's my little problem.
Yes, so your
Then I
whole,
got confused and I said, what should I do next?
well,
So I make a
remember,
mistake.
Mercedes, your whole in fractions depend upon what fractions you're working with. Now we working
Yeah.
with 12th. Had it been fifths, we'd have 5 over 5.
Yeah.
But we're
I
working with
it was
12. So the
24.
whole is 12 over
Okay.
12. That's equal to 1.
So first of all, when I get the denominator, that's what is the whole.
The whole is going to be that number over itself, because that's equal
Yes.
to 1.
Yes.
Right? And if it been 15, so it'd be 15 over 15.
And if it's 24 with 24 with 24,
That's
whole.
right. That's right.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes,
So
miss. Thank you.
first question to find out what he spent. Those 2 items. So we couldn't add them as they are, Maureen, because they don't have the same denominators. So we got them with the same denominators, then we could add them. The 1/6 and the 1/4 became
I
2
had that as far as 12, so I couldn't figure it no further, so I had left it there.
Okay,
Did I
so 5/12 represent what, Maureen? What does the 5/12 represent? What does the 5 over 12 represent?
The car payment and
No.
what you spend, right?
Yeah, the car payment and the food.
Right.
Yeah, that's what the 5 over 12 represent. When they said these 2 items, those are the 2 items, the car payment and the food. That's what the 5 over 12. But they didn't ask you what did he spend for these 2 items. They said what is left after he paid for these 2. So you have to take the total 12 over 12, which is 1, and subtract the 5/12 from it that you spent. And what's left over is 7 over 12.
7 over 12.
Got it?
Okay.
Any questions? So
Did I do this one, Miss? No, right?
you
Did
see what
I give you an answer?
you gave me 1 over 12.
Oh,
At least you had the 12 right.
yeah, I did a different
But
way.
you gave me 1 over 12. So I don't know how you got the 1 over 12.
I did a different way complete. I do remember I did.
If you got 1 over 12 left, you would have had to add these 2 items up and get 11 over 12, right? Because 11 over 12 from 12 over 12 is 1 over 12. But he didn't spend that much of his money. The 1/6 and the 1/4 adds
Yeah,
to
yes, I
5
could have way too
over
much.
12. Okay. Any questions?
No, thank you, miss.
Now,
Will we get, will we get this paper, miss?
oh yes,
See?
you definitely get everything we've gone over. Now, I want to do,
See? Oh,
I want to do some more word
I put
problems.
the box there. Come and have a star burn at the stairs.
And more the fraction multiply
Okay,
divide.
let me,
I need to kick
do
that one.
new share, and
Oh,
I want
God.
to do. Now, do you see fraction
Yeah.
word problems practice?
Yes, miss.
I know I had to bet no stairs
All
for
right.
them there.
Maureen, go to mute when you're talking to people in the house.
I should move again by itself.
No, you can
What?
only mute it. I can't mute you. You can mute and unmute. You just click the mute button or click the unmute. Now you unmute. Okay. Well, Sadie's read number 1.
Okay, number 1 says on the last day camp, what's that? Crystal wants to treat her. Did I call that name properly?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Crystal wants to treat her cabin to popsicles. Let me begin again. On the last day camp, Crystal wants to treat her cabin to popsicles. She has 12 girls in her cabin. At the camp store, Crystal can buy a pack of 4 popsicles for $3.50. What will it cost her to buy popsicle for her entire cabin? She has 12 girls. Okay.
So what would you do?
So she has, hold on, 4 popsicles for $3.50.
Mhm. So what question do you ask yourself here?
All right. How much she's going to pay for 12 popsicles? If she has 12 girls, that means she's going to, no, I'm wrong.
No,
If she has
12
12
girls,
girls,
she needs 12 popsicles. That's right.
yes. So, and 4 popsicles is for $3.50. So 4 from 12, that's number 1, would leave 8, right? So you're going to find out how much is for 8 popsicles. So you're going to multiply 8 by 3.50. Am I right, miss?
No.
To get, hold up, let me think again.
Okay. Think
4
about it.
popsicles.
Now let me
First of
just,
all, 4 popsicles is for $3.50. Okay. So you're going to take away that from the 12.
this is what you want to ask them. How many packs
Of
of
popsicles.
popsicles?
Oh, I got the answer, but let me see the answer.
Take out your zero and put in.
How many packs of popsicles does Crystal need? So
To buy.
each of
First get
the
1.
12 girls have a popsicle.
Yeah, miss, because I know this is the part you're writing, I am going straight to solve the problem. That's what I'm.
Okay. Well, how many packs does she need?
Okay, she need 8 more packs to make it 12 packs. And
No,
4.
no. You reading too much into the problem.
Okay, let's
Think
drop back a
about
little.
just think about it. Keep it simple.
Okay,
5 girls in the cabin. Popsicles sell for a pack
of
of 4 for $3.50. So how many packs? That's what I want you to answer this question. How many packs of popsicles does Krista need so each of the 12 girls have a popsicle? So how many packs?
Okay, so all right, 4 packs is for $3 for 3.50 4 packs. So she need at least 8 more
No,
packs.
you
Wait,
read
wait,
it
wait,
wrong.
wait a minute, Marie.
You read it wrong.
I want Mercedes to figure it out.
Okay.
She's making something that she can simplify. She's making it complicated. And if you have 12 girls, you have a pack that holds 4, right?
Yes,
How many 4s are in 12?
3,
So how many packs does she need?
2 more packs.
No more, no 2 more. She doesn't have any. She's trying
Oh,
to give every
oh,
girl a popsicle.
yeah.
And she can buy them in packs of 4. So how many packs does she need to get 12?
She needs 3 packs. 3
Yes,
packs.
the answer is 3. Now, how much does 3 packs cost?
3 packs would cost 1 sec. That would be $10.50.
That's right.
8.
3 times 350, right?
Yes.
3 times 350. And that's equal to 1050. So the answer is what, Mercedes?
A, number A.
A. Maureen was getting impatient because she had the answer, right, Maureen?
Yeah.
But you kept saying more. See, there's no more here. This is a
Yeah.
straight out cost
Yeah.
for 12 popsicles at the rate of 4 for $3.50. So you could factor how many 4s are there in 12?
Yeah, I realize that, but I don't know why I jump ahead and miss that little
Yes,
detail
how many
that you add.
4s are there in 12? 4 times 3 is 12, right? Just back to your
Yeah.
factory. How many 4s are there in 12? 4 times 3 is 12. Right, so she needs 3 packs at the cost of $3.50 a pack. 3 times 350 is $10.50. Mercedes, you see how you could straightforward solve this?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
you needed to know the total number of girls, right? And you needed to know what was in the pack and what it cost. So pack of 4 popsicles.
Because the 12 girls out of the pack, only 4 would get if you just bought 1 pack.
Yeah, that
Only
would,
4.
that would, but
Yeah.
but each girl, she wanted to give each girl a popsicle.
Yeah, I understand. I'm just breaking it down. That if you
Okay.
say,
So
for example,
she
if you had
needs
bought
12
only,
popsicles. Let's face it, she
Yeah.
needs 12 popsicles, but she can
Yeah.
buy them in packs of 4. So she needs
Yes.
3 packs because back to 12. 3 times
Yes.
4 is 12. So she needs 3 packs. If you know the cost of 1 pack, you can find the cost of 3 packs. 3 times the $3.50. Got it?
Okay. Yes.
Question number 1. Okay.
Thank you, Miss.
I want you to do number 2. Maureen, read number 2.
Okay. Okay. A recipe required one half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 3/4 teaspoon black pepper, and 1/4 teaspoon of red pepper. How much pepper does the recipe need?
In words, what would you have to do, Maureen? I don't want you to do it. I don't want any numbers. Just tell me in words what you would have to do.
I would add all the peppers together.
That's it. Mercedes, you understand that, right?
Exactly, Miss. Yes.
Okay, so she adds all the peppers
Off
together.
and off.
But you notice they're not over the same denominator, right? So you've got to get them over the same denominator. So you're going to add the 1/2.
Miss, just looking at that, Miss, could that be a mental math?
It could be, certainly could be. Nice numbers to work with.
Yes.
Okay, plus 1/4. Yeah, that's definitely a mental math because you see, you got two of them in fourths, and the other one you can easily convert to fourths. So what would be the answer, Mouse Lady?
1.5.
1.5, 6/4, right? Because 1/2 is 2/4. So 2 and 3 is 5. That'd be 6/4. And 6/4 is the mixed number 1 and 2/4, which is equal to 1 and 1/2. That's the answer. How much would be needed? 1 and 1/2 teaspoons. All right. That was definitely mental math. Did you get it, Maureen?
Yeah.
Okay. And these were nice simple numbers to work with because
Yes,
you see
yes.
two of them already in fourth, and you know 1/2
Yeah.
is like 2/4, right?
Yes.
Okay. So just make that 1/2 here. This would be 2/4 plus 3/4 plus 1/4
Yeah.
equals 6/4. Some of these you just remember from using them. That's why I told you the fourths are the easiest of the fractions.
Yes.
Think of $1, right? 2/4, 1/2 of $1. Okay.
Yeah. 50
Two
and
quarters, which is 50 cents, 1/2. Okay, now let's go to number 3. Okay. Now, Sadie's, I want you to read number 3. Number 3, you gotta read really careful.
okay, where's no okay. Number 3.
Yes.
A tank is 2/3 full. Let me say that again. A tank is 2/3 full. After drawing off 100 liters of water, it is just 1/4 full. What is the capacity of the tank? All right. Let's see.
Read it again so you can, okay, I'm gonna underline what you're gonna need. 2/3. So you're gonna need that. And you're drawing off 100 liters. Gonna need that. Drawing off 100 liters. And once you do that, it's 1/4 full. So you're looking for an unknown here.
Yes.
What is that unknown?
The unknown.
What are you looking for? What did they ask you for?
After they did withdraw 100 liter, how much is left?
That's not what they
Oh.
ask you.
Hold on, my thing
What
falls
does
on my
what does the question say?
one question. Let me correct my stupid glasses, miss. I'm coming. It fall right out again. Oh, I forgot to buy myself a crazy glue. The frame at the bottom just break and it keep falling out. That's what happened.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Yeah, crazy glue would work.
I forget
I
it.
know how to buy I know how to buy a pair for my glasses. That's $100 a frame. They got bread and my charge me 150. They're not paying the 150, so they take $100.
You have to buy myself one for getting your glasses. Okay. Where am I now? It says, okay, let me reread this. A tank is 2/3 full. 2/3 full. That means the all of it is the full amount is 2/3.
No,
All right.
2/3 full is not full. Full would be
No, no, no,
3/3.
no. Would be three to a full, right?
2/3 is two, so it's not full to capacity. It's 2/3 full.
Yes. So it's
But what are you
that
looking
it's
for?
one
What did they
one
ask
third
you for?
less.
What did they ask you for? What's the question say?
What is the capacity of the tank?
So that's what you're looking for. You're looking for how much does this tank hold?
Hold, okay.
That's the capacity. Now that's the unknown.
Yes.
So you're gonna use a variable to define the capacity. Now,
You could use n as a variable.
okay, we can say, okay, let n equal capacity of the tank. So how would you translate the words into the math expression?
No, that's some of my problem is with the how to do that. I have that problem with some of this type of work.
Okay, so
How to translate it to
translate that into, so we'll use we use n as the capacity of the tank. So what we have in the tank now is 2/3. 2/3
Yeah, 2/3.
n is
The tank.
equal to the amount in
tank.
the tank now, right? Because it says 2/3 full, right?
yeah, yes.
Now, if you take 100 liters of water from that, you have 1/4 full, right? So that
Yes.
means if you take n minus 100, you have 1/4 of what's in of what the tank holds, right? So you can write here, and I have it here for you. 2/3 of the n minus 100, let's take it off the 100, is 1/4 of the full tank. So let's use your n. I'll say these 2/3 of the total capacity minus 100. They say after drawing off 100 liters. So minus 100 is equal to 1/4, 1/4 full. So that would be 1/4 n. So now we have all of our equations, right?
Yes, miss, put a little space between the 1 and the 4. It looked like a 14.
No, that should be 1/4.
Yes.
1/4. 1/4 full is 1/4. 1/4 n. So I want to make sure you translate. Okay, n is the capacity. 2/3 full is 2/3 of the n. That's equal to the amount in the tank now. If I take 100 liters of water from it, I'm subtracting 100 liters for what's in there now. But if I do that, I end up with 1/4 of my capacity. Does everybody follow this equation?
I'm trying to miss.
2/3 of the full tank, and n is the capacity, that's the full tank. So 2/3 of n, I take off 100 liters, and if I take that 100 liters, that's subtracting. What do I have left? I have 1/4 of a tank, so 1/4 of the capacity. Got it?
Mhm.
Now, how would I solve this, Maureen? How would I solve that equation?
You would take away the 1/4 from the 100? No. Yeah, right.
Well, let's just, first thing, let's just get our 100 on the other side. And how do we do that, Mercedes? How do we get the 100 on the right side?
I think you have to subtract on both sides.
No, if you subtract it, you're going to do the opposite.
Oh, um,
Add
Add.
100
add on
to
both sides.
both sides. Now subtract would just give you a minus 200 on the left, and you still have 100 there, right? Minus
Okay.
200, and then you'd have minus 100 on the right. So you don't want to do that. If you add a 100 on the left, that goes to 0.
Mm.
So then
Okay.
you're left with, let me just put this here. So if you add 100 to both sides, you're left with 2/3 n. Let's just, we added 100 to the negative, that just gave us 0. And on the right side, we add the 100. So that would just be plus 100. It's bigger, it's here coming out small. Okay. I want you to see that 100 here. Okay. So we add 100, that's 100. Okay. You got the negative.
Oh, that's what you set it out.
Yeah. So we add 100 to both sides. So that would be 2/3 n on the right. And that would be 1/4 n plus 100. So let's take, we don't need that 2/3. Okay. Now, what is our next step? You see, I want to get my ends together, right?
Yes.
So what would I do to get my 1/4 n on the left side, Mercedes? What would I do?
You want to add on the left side too? 100?
No, I want to get my 1/4 n. See, these terms both have n. I want to get
Yes.
my 1/4 n on the left side with my 2/3 n. So what do I do for that to happen?
Add?
Add, it's going to be 1/4 plus 1/4.
I said, I'm confused right here.
No,
It's like that.
you have to do the opposite, Mercedes. If you want this to go to 0, you don't
Yeah.
add to it, you subtract from it. You have to do the
Okay.
opposite. So you subtract 1/4
Or from
n
From
from
2/3
both sides.
side. Okay.
Subtract 1/4 n from both sides. Okay. So that's going to give you, see, trying to make this bigger. Okay, so if I subtract 1/4 n from both sides, here's what I would have. Okay, let me just take this, copy it, subtract the 1/4 n, which will go to 0 on the right side, right? So on the left side, this will be minus 1/4 n, and on the right side, the minus is going to go to 0. 1/4 n minus 1/4 n. Let me just put it here. Minus 1/4 n. That goes to 0. So what I have left is 2/3 n minus 1/4 n. Now think about what's your least common denominator here of 3 and 4. I think we went through that with something else.
12?
Yes, 12. That's right. And this would be 100 because the 1/4 n plus and the minus 1/4 it will go to 0. Plus minus same value is 0. Now 2/3 n would be what over 12? I'll say these. You said 12 is my least common denominator. So 2/3 n. Let me just put here 2/3 n is what number over 12?
It will be 6/12.
How do you go from 3 to 12? You multiply by what?
I said
4.
2, 3, 6.
4. So what's 4 times 2?
8.
4,
8.
8.
Now, ladies, you'd have if you're going from 3 to 12, that's multiplied by 4, the denominator, but you have to multiply the numerator also by 4. 4 times 2 is 8.
Yes, yes, yes.
Right? Now, what about the 1/4? Mercedes, how many 12ths is 1/4 equal to? Let me put it here.
That will be 3.
1/4, and it would be what over 12?
That
Go
will be
ahead.
4/12.
What number times 4 gives 12?
3.
So then you have 3 times 1 is 3, right?
Yes. Over
3
12.
times 12. Yeah. So now we can make 8/12. We made it all the same denominator, right? 8/12 minus, what was that? 3/12.
8/12.
And that's n. Okay, let's put the n back here. And that's all equal to 100. It's equal to 100. Okay, now, what is 8/12 minus 3/12, Mercedes?
8/12 minus 3/12, that's 5/12.
Right, so that would be 5/12. Let's bring that down here. Okay, so 8, subtract the numerators, 8 minus 3 is 5. So that'll be 5/12 n equals 100. How do I solve for n?
You're going, I'm blank.
Subtract.
No.
Oh.
They're connected by multiplication. What's the opposite of multiplication?
Divide.
Divide. So you're going to divide both sides. By 5/12. Right? So that means, let me just copy that whole thing over. Okay, I'll bring this over here so you'll see what we're getting here. And there again, remember your division rules. Use division becomes multiplication, right? So if I divide both sides by 5/12, n is equal to 100. And let's see, let me find a division. See if I had a division symbol. Okay, I'll leave it here. N equals 100. Okay, I'll just put that in parentheses. Okay, and that would be, I'll just put it underneath here, 100 and 5/12 is here, 5/12. All right, so this is a little, let's keep it as a little n and be consistent. Okay, this is n. Now, Mercedes, what's the rules when you're dividing by fraction? What do?
You're going to change the sign.
No.
Oh, I'm mixing up again.
You're getting signs mixed up with operation.
That's
What's the
right.
rule for dividing by fraction?
Divide a small number into the big.
Nope. What is it, Maureen? What's the rule for dividing by a fraction?
Fraction. You turn the numbers upside down.
Yeah, you make
Flip
the
it.
divisor, you flip it and multiply.
Right. Yeah,
That's
what
what
you want to say upside down.
Upside down is okay. If you want to say reciprocal or turn it upside down or flip it. But the 5
Uh-huh.
over 12 becomes 12 over 5.
5 over 5,
And
yeah.
the division becomes a multiplication. So this
So,
becomes then,
Miss, I was about to tell you that, and he says no.
you said sign. You got to use
Change
the
the
right
sign. Change the
words. It's not
sign.
the sign. Signs are plus minus.
Okay, so it's a
It's operation. You're changing the
oh,
operation
operation.
from division to multiplication. So this becomes 100 times
So,
12 over 5.
so in other words, you're trying to tell me to use the right words to fix it.
Yes, I want you to use the right
Okay.
words because there's
Okay.
a difference between signs and
Okay.
operations. Operations refers to what you're doing: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Sign is like plus or minus. We're not changing signs here. We're changing our operation from division to multiplication. I just want to make
Okay.
sure you understand it and see it right.
Yes, I have it right in my mind. What you're saying is that's exactly my mind, but I'm using the wrong word terms.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
And I think that's cause of you sometimes getting your sign rules
Yes,
mixed up.
that's true.
Because
That's
you're
really
saying
true.
signs and you may be thinking, and sometimes you get multiplication and addition mixed up. But that's when you use your signs when you're talking multiplication, division, subtraction, addition. But the actual operations are multiplication, division, subtraction, addition. So the easiest way to remember the division of fractions is division becomes multiplication. But you must flip the divisor, or like Maureen said, turn it upside down. Whichever way you can remember it. Flip it, turn it upside down, reciprocal, 1 over 2, reciprocal is 2 over 1.
Okay.
All right. Now, what is 100 times 12 over 5? I'll say these.
100 times 12 over 5.
Let me just underline it. Okay. Put a 5 here. Multiply numerators, multiply denominators. I've changed it from slash to. Okay. So this is a 1. You don't have to put it, but let me just put it just for simplification. That's a 1. What is that equal to? I'll say these.
Let's see.
Multiply numerators, multiply denominators. So what is that equal to?
Like 12 ones is 12.
12 times 100?
Oh, I'm doing the crossway.
No, this is straight multiplication. Numerators multiplied over denominators.
Okay. So you're saying 100 divided by times 12. That's what you're saying?
That's what it says. That's what the time sign there is, multiplication.
Okay, so 100 times 12 is equal to 1200.
That's right. It's 12 and 2 zeros. And what's 5 times 1?
5.
That's right. That's 5. And what's 1200 divided by 5?
1200 divided by 5 give you 240.
What answer is that?
And the answer is C.
That's it. Answer C. Now, this is where it's very important that you translate the words to the math.
That's my weakness.
Okay.
Boy.
See,
Some of them I can. Some of them I can.
You got an unknown here. You're looking for the capacity. Capacity is the unknown. So you've got to put a variable for that unknown. Be X, Y, Z, N, whatever. But what's in the tank now? 2/3. It's 2/3 full. So the amount in the tank now is 2/3 of its capacity. That's why you have 2/3 in. You got that?
Yes, 2/3.
Now, what is that 100 liters coming from? It's coming from what's in the tank now, which is 100 subtracted from 2/3 in. What is that equal to? When you take off that 100 liters, what you have left is 1/4. That's why you have 1/4 in.
Okay.
That's your key there of defining it in the mass from the words.
So the amount of water that was in the tank was 1,200 liter.
Where are you getting 1,200?
The 12 upon 5. I'm trying to see what's the total of
Well,
liter.
2/3 full. The capacity of the tank we found to be what? 240 liters. What's 2/3? You could find exactly what that 2/3 is equal to. 2/3 times 240. What is that equal to?
Say that again, miss?
Yeah, if okay, C is the capacity of the tank. 240 liters equal capacity of the tank. In other words, that's what the tank has when it's full. Now, how many liters were in the tank when it was 2/3? That would be what? 2/3 times 240, which is 3 into 40, 80. That would be what? 2 times 80 or 160. In other words, the tank now has 160 liters. We gave it as a fraction, but now once you know the capacity of the tank, you can find actually what does that 2/3 equal, right? You follow
Yes,
what I'm
ma'am.
saying, Mercedes?
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if 240 liters is the capacity of the tank, and we've got 2/3 full, the tank now has 160 liters, right? Now, if you take off 100 liters, how much do you have left, Mercedes?
60.
Okay, so we take 160 and we taking out 100 liters. That means we have 60 liters left. Now that 60 liters is equivalent to 1/4 of the tank. Now, if we know that's 1/4, then we know 4/4 is going to be 4 times 60 is 240. We see our answer is correct, right?
Okay.
So you can go back and check it. 240 liters capacity, 2/3. We have 160 liters right now, but we draw off 100. And like you say, we have 60 left. But that 60 left is just 1/4 of the
So
tank.
that means
So-
it's the amount of liter water in the tank was 240.
That's right, because 4/4 of a whole and 4 times 60 is 240. So we see that that's correct. If 60 represents 1/4 of the tank, then 4 times 60 would be the whole tank, 240.
Exactly.
Got it?
Exactly.
So
Yes.
you can go back and plug in your numbers and you see this is coming out right. Got it?
Yes.
Questions? Now, I will be giving you homework, actually pretty much like what you had before, because I want you to get those fractions right. In other words, I will give you an addition, a subtraction, a multiplication, and a division, and probably a couple of word problems. Okay.
Yes, miss. Thank you.
But I want you, I think I got another one I want you to try. Okay. One more problem I want you to try. Actually, I got the answer here, but let's see if you can figure it out. Okay. Maureen, read number 4.
Okay, I done figure out this already anyhow. Because when you was talking, I was reading this one. In
Okay.
February 2021, the school was working on 3/4 of the total number of days in the month, and the remaining number of days given as holidays. How many days did the school work in the month of February?
So how did you solve it?
Okay. I divide 28 into 3/4 and get 21.
Okay, so you took 3/4. Well, it's 2021 was not a leap year, so it'll be 3/4 times what, 28. And that will give you 3 times 28 is what? 84. And 84 over 4 gives you 21. Answer A.
Yeah.
Mercedes, you see that?
I am looking at it. I'm see if I comprehend it. You say three quarter times 28, right? Equal to
Yeah.
84 upon 4. Divide, I get 21 for the answer.
Yeah, so it was February and they were 3/4 of the days. So we need this 3/4 right here, right? But February had how many days, Mercedes? And
Like 28 days.
yeah, it's not a leap year, so it didn't have 29. So it had 28 days. So you just take 3/4 of 28. That's the multiplication, and you get 21, and that's how many days the school work in the month of February, because they work 3/4 of the total number of days in the month, right?
Yes.
And for this month, it was 28. If it was a 30-day month, you'd end up with a fraction, right? Because you'd have 3/4 of 30.
Okay.
Questions?
No, thank you, miss.
All right, so I will give you a couple of word problems and 4 problems of addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Straight out like we did on the last homework. No word problems. The first one would not be word problems. And of course the denominators will be different.
Mhm.
And that makes a difference if you're adding or subtracting, right?
Okay.
Any questions on anything we've gone over?
No, miss. Thank you so much.
Okay, all right. Well, Maureen, I want you to send me your homework.
Okay.
I know you say you do it, but I want you to send it to me. Mercedes,
I'm
very
gonna
faithful.
try to send it
hers.
myself.
Okay,
Better come back for therapy tomorrow. Thank you.
okay, all right. Well, I'll be sending it out today, so you send it in before Monday, and Mercedes, continue to send your work in, and
Thank
do
you.
as well. The challenge for you is to do as well on your non-word problems as you're doing on your word problem. You're doing an excellent job on your word problems.
Thank you.
All right, just do the same on your just straight out adding, subtracting, multiplying, division problems.
Miss,
Subtraction.
a question here, miss.
Mhm.
Today is Monday is the pre college. It's only on Monday. I'm mixing up the days because I work
Well,
at night. So
college prep math is Monday only. When
only
you
on Monday. Good.
yes, so when you're giving your homework on Monday, you have before the next Monday to get it in.
Okay, so I will
But
send it.
yes, but
over.
GED is 2 days. It's Monday and Thursday. So Monday homework is due before Thursday. Thursday's
Okay.
homework is due before Monday.
Okay.
You got it? Where you have a longer span is the college prep. The college
Yeah.
prep, you go once a week on Monday, and your work
Okay.
is due before the next Monday. Got it?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right. Any questions on anything else? Okay, so I'll be sending you what we went over.
Mhm.
All right. And